today's video, we're going to continue our series on defending and countering the jab with parries. Okay, and we went over some, and I got Danny here to demonstrate. And you know, you guys commented on some of the videos about parrying before, and continue to do, comment below, continue to do that, because I'm going to be doing some Q&As coming up, and you guys, I'll be recognizing people's questions, and I'll be going over the answers to your guys' questions. So continue to do that, continue to comment below, and give me your guys' feedback on questions you have for the videos. Okay, so today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a lead hand parrying the jab. We've gone over a couple ways to parry it with the rear hand. Today is a lead hand parry jab, and I got a couple clips to demonstrate that shows demonstrations of what I'm going to be doing here, demonstrate with Danny today. And I got Andre Ward was very good at this, and Jorge Linares was very good at this, and I got two clips of those guys doing this in their fights. Okay, so what we're going to do today is Danny's going to throw a jab at me. When he throws that jab at me, what I'm doing with my lead hand is it's going to be a down parry where I'm dropping my lead hand down on his jab hand, on his jab. Okay, so what I'm doing with my hand when I do that is I'm taking my hand and I'm moving it clockwise. I'm moving it clockwise, and I'm going to come, he's going to jab to me, and I'm coming right down clockwise on his jab. Comes down to timing. He's trying to jab me in the chin, and I'm going to drop down. I'm just taking my hand down and dropping down, okay? I can keep it up a little higher and drop down. I could bait him into throwing his jab and keep my hand up a little higher if I want, and then I'm going to come right there, and I'm going to throw my right hand right over the top, okay? The clips that I have of Ward and Linares, that's what they did. They baited the guy into jabbing. Sometimes they kept their left hand up a little higher. I'll show you from this angle. If they got their left, he would bait the guy, keep your left hand, you're baiting the guy. See, you could bait the guy, keeping the left hand up a little higher, and then when the guy throws the jab, you're there and you're throwing the right hand. Now, why do parries work? There's a lot of reasons why they work, and then, like I said, this is chess. So you're always putting yourself, when you do things the proper way, anybody can do a parry, but it's having the right proper body mechanics to do it and be effective, and also be in position that if he tries to counter, you have a counter for the counter. So in other words, when I parry that jab, I'm coming down on it, I'm moving my hand I'm moving my hand clockwise, okay? At the same time I'm moving my hand clockwise, I'm turning my hips clockwise. Okay, so when I go here, I'm turning my hips clockwise. When I turn my hips clockwise, I'm setting up my right hand. See, so he goes, I can bait and throw the right hand. I'm setting up my right hand. But what else am I doing? First of all, it's very hard when you get a guy's hand like that for him to be able to counter you, because you're jarring him and you're manipulating him. Okay? So he's going to have a hard time throwing that right hand, because a lot of people say, well, if you swat at the jab, you're leaving yourself open for a right hand. Well, there's a couple reasons why that could happen. If I just swat at the jab and I really swat at it and I square myself up and I just come down with my hand like this and he's there to hit me with a right hand, even if I get a hold of it, it's still going to be a little difficult for him to throw the right hand. But the proper technique is what it's all about. Greatness is in details, okay? So the bottom line is, when I'm throwing that parry, when he throws that parry at me, I'm not going like this and chopping down with a square. That's right. I'm not going like this and square it up like this. What I'm doing with my body, when he throws it, I am going to move my body and my hand counterclockwise. Okay. So I'm setting up my right hand. But what else am I doing? I am in position that if he throws that right hand, okay, or I could do this. If I wanted to do this, I could really pull him into a shoulder roll and throw the right hand, or I could block it, and he could throw it, and I could throw a right uppercut, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm putting my body always in position to always be ready to counter the counter. There's all kinds of guys that know the parries, know the moves, but they don't properly do them right. So then they're there to be countered, so the move's not effective. As everybody says, oh, well, you parry that, you're setting yourself up for a right hand. If you do it correctly, the first thing that comes down to is when you do the move, the second you're jarring him, you're coming back with the right hand. And when I throw the right hand, boom, I'm sharp over with the right hand. If he goes to if I lean with my right hand when I throw my right hand, and he's there to counter me even with the right hand there. If I get it off first and I got the proper technique where everything comes from your hips and it's east and west and east when you're throwing a punch, you're going from east to west. You're not going north. If he throws that right hand, I'm still in position to block it and come back. So everything's a twist. See, so I throw the right hand, I parry, I throw the right hand, he comes back with the other right hand, I can parry, I can block it or shoulder roll it and come back with my own right hand. So it can look like this. Here, right hand, block, right hand. Okay, so that's the key. It's all the body mechanics. And when I'm doing there, just remember, you're blocking clockwise and your hips are going clockwise. Okay? I throw the right hand, I throw the right hand, he throws the right hand. When I throw the right hand, I'm turning my waist counterclockwise. If he threw another right hand at me, I'm gonna go back to moving my waist clockwise to be able to come back with the right hand, okay? So those are the keys. It's all hip twist, it's all hip turn. There's no leaning forward, okay? And that block, like I said, that's what you're doing, clockwise. You're coming right down. If he's jabbing even from my chin, I can bait him. I could bait him to go for my chin, and so I can block it like that. And then I shoot, see? So I'm here, I got my hand, I go, boom. He might think there's an opening, and I'm shooting it. And I'm shooting it. I'm here, bam. And I'm shooting it. Okay, so I'm fighting him. I might lift this hand up to bait him to throw it, and then I shoot, and I shoot. If he was to throw the right hand before I shoot, if I'm in position, I can read that. It's all about timing. Somehow, if he thought he says, well, if I did it, he did it one time. Next time when he parries me like that, I'm going to set him up. I'm going to set him up. So he's saying, oh, he's going to parry me. I'm going to try to throw that right hand. Or I might feint it. What if he feints the jab and I go to parry? But see, I'm in that position. Because when I feint, I went this, now he throws the right hand at me, I'm still in position to roll with it. So that's why it's so important to have the proper body mechanics. And when you have the proper body mechanics, you're able to transition smoothly offense to defense, defense to offense. Okay, so make sure you comment below. Like I said, I'm having that Q&A. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.
The arthroscopic scars.